Well, everyone, welcome back to Media Diet,
What is
presented
up?
by the
Littlefield Studios.
Littlefield Studios themselves. I am Caleb here with Alan, and today we're going to be talking about some new music that has come out recently and just kind of the stuff we're listening to right now.
We'll call it New Music Last Friday.
New music last Friday, but probably like 3 Fridays ago now by
Yeah,
the time
honestly,
this
that's
gets
true.
posted. So we like to stay updated on the past. So today we've got a lot of new stuff that's come out recently.
There's almost too much.
There's like too much to keep up
I don't know
with.
if we can fit in this 30 minutes, but we'll do our best.
Yeah, we also have a dog here on set today,
yeah.
Little River, who might make a little cameo appearance.
He'll peek in, he'll peek out.
if we're lucky. But yeah, lots of new music. Some new Coin, Rex Orange County,
Harry Styles.
How could we not talk about that? A lot of new stuff though.
Yeah. I mean, let's start with probably your favorite Coin.
Whoo, I love me some
Uncanny
Coin.
Valley, their newest album, the Plug.
The Plug.
The Plug album. Now, I'll say it. This is probably one of my favorite albums that they've put out.
It's
date.
definitely up there. I would say it's probably my second favorite.
Because I was like an average listener.
Yeah.
And then this album came out and I listened to like every song on the album.
Yeah. It definitely is a no-skip album, I would say.
Yeah.
I think some of the songs, like the singles that came out before, I was a little skeptical at first.
Mm-hmm.
But they definitely grew on me, I think.
I love Cutie. Love
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
I didn't like
goes
that one
hard.
at first, but that's like one of my favorite
It goes
ones.
hard.
I thought it was a little like the hook. I don't even know how it goes. I'll play it right here. That little part. I thought that sounded like kind of corny at first.
Yeah, it was kind of gimmicky. It was kind of like, here's a new pop song we put out.
Yeah. But it grew on me and I was
Yeah.
like, it's a little different. It's fun.
Yeah.
This is definitely something they've leaned out of their emo-ness, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's less emotional, like sad,
Yeah.
and more just like pop upbeat.
I mean, I'll give it to them. I think they are very different than most alt-rock bands.
Yeah.
And I mean, even their last album, you kind of got a sense for that. It's just kind of weird synth. They're like experimental, I would almost call it, which is sick.
Yeah, I thought like Dreamland was definitely more, it felt nostalgic, I felt like. I remember it came out kind of right either before or after the pandemic started.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But
Was it that long ago?
It was that long ago.
It feels like it was.
I know, I was looking up like
months
dates
ago.
earlier and I was like, really?
Wow.
Because then they kind of released another album between that, but it was more of like a mixtape and they released it in like chunks.
Yeah.
And then it was all together. But before that was Dreamland.
Wow.
And I just remember like walking around my neighborhood in college right after it came out and I didn't have class anymore. And I was just like, I feel like I'm a kid when I listened to this album.
Dreamland.
Yeah, it really is. Like, I feel like Dreamland was kind of the perfect name for that album. But Uncanny Valley, definitely, it feels more like it came out in the spring and it feels like a spring album. Leading into summer, I think.
Definitely. Like there's a lot of like pop summer bangers that you can just jam to with your windows down.
Yeah.
And we're here for it. I mean, you have Good Morning User.
Which that song.
Tell them the story.
I got a little story for that song. So the song, I don't remember which one it is.
Dream.
Saw You in a Dream, maybe?
Saw You in a Dream. That's
Yeah.
Saw You in a Dream.
So it, like the very beginning, it has this weird, like robotic voice that it starts as like, good morning, user, or something like that. And so when the song came out at midnight, I was still awake. And so I listened to it and I got like halfway through the song and I was like, okay, I got a feel for it. I'll listen to it again in the morning because I was about to pass out. It was late. And so I set it down. I had paused it, set it down. And then I was laying in bed and I just, I hear the little good morning, user. And then it starts playing this song. And I was like, what is going on? Because I didn't realize, like, I didn't even hear the good morning, user the first time I played it through.
You just skipped to the middle.
Yeah, like I kind of just skipped through the middle. And I was like, oh, let me get a feel for it. And so when it played, I'm like laying there freaking out. I'm like, what was that noise? And then I kind of realized, oh, it's my phone. Because I half asleep by the time it started playing. So I had no idea what was going on. I was like, is this
half
a dream?
asleep. Good morning, you.
I was like, oh, that woke me up
Your
all
phone's
right.
coming alive. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my little
my
story of that
gosh.
song. It kind of freaked me out. Did not have a good start to the album for me, but it has now.
That's one of my
over it.
favorite songs on the album, though.
It is a good one.
Yeah.
I
It's a
see
banger.
why it was a single. It's definitely,
Yeah.
it's up there. But yeah, Uncanny Valley, definitely lots of bangers. I've been a big fan. I haven't listened to it as many times as I'd like to,
Mhm.
but it's only been out like 2 weeks probably, I think.
yeah, I think
not super long.
2 Fridays ago.
So I'll give it some more listens.
Yeah, that's a good album, and they have their tour. Are they coming here to Charlotte?
I think so. It's not for a while though.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotta
I'm
get those
definitely going to
tickets.
try and catch it, but
Yeah.
it'll be a minute. So I'm not too worried about it yet. But some other new music that's recently come out that we've kind of had on repeat, even here in the office.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little Rex Orange County.
Oh,
Who Cares? Came out about 3 weeks ago, I want to say. 3-4 weeks ago.
that's
It's
right.
been a minute now. But it's got that
slaps.
it's got the song with Tyler the Creator, which is
is hilarious.
open a window.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely a banger. Tyler comes in
Hard.
very hard.
You got this
He's
nice
ready to go.
strings, peaceful
Yeah,
Rex
it's-
Orange County,
He's just singing there.
laid back beat, and then Tyler comes in and just
Immediately. He
comes
just
in
lays
hot.
it down.
Yeah.
And so that's definitely a banger. And then oh man, I'm blanking on the names of the songs right now.
Amazing.
Amazing.
That's one of my favorites.
One in a
And
Million.
One in
That's
a
a good
Million.
one. My
And-
favorite though,
Yeah, well, it's the one above Amazing in the album.
it's right after.
I thought it was One
Is
in a
it?
Million.
No, it's right after the Tyler song because
Yeah.
I always play those two back to back.
Yeah.
It's called Worth It.
Worth It.
Which that one, another strings like very calm.
Slow, calm,
And
a
then
vibe. It's just a vibe of
it
an
really is a vibe.
You want to sit in your house on a Sunday with the windows open and just hang out.
Yeah.
That's
I
the album.
I feel like the album cover fits it perfect. We're just
Oh, yeah.
hanging out with the dogs.
Oh yeah, with the Dalmatians.
Like, why not? So
Oh, yeah.
definitely been listening to that on repeat the past couple weeks. Very good.
What else?
A big thing in the music, indie pop, whatever world is
Yesterday was just announced.
very, very tragically.
Les Priest from the band Laney is leaving the band Laney.
He's kind of their producer.
He plays
I know he plays
synth and
bass and synth
in the back,
yeah.
but he was an OG.
Yeah, he was a big part of what made Laney.
Oh, yeah.
I think. Because, he's moving on now to produce more stuff.
Which I don't know if he's still going to be
Yeah.
producing their stuff, but he just wants to be. They said he wants to leave or he wants to stay in Nashville and write and produce. And he just had his kid last year, so
Yeah.
they're, like you said, they're a heavy touring band, and I doubt he wants to be on the road for 60
Yeah.
dates.
Yeah, we were talking yesterday, kind of like theorizing. Maybe he's still making music for the band, just not going on tour with them.
Right.
Because, it is a lot to do that, especially with a family.
Yeah,
And so
but he will be missed.
he'll be very
Les,
missed.
we love you. If you're listening,
Les.
please listen to us.
Please come back. Just kidding. Do your thing.
Do
We're
your
happy
thing.
for you.
Yeah.
The big thing that everyone's talking about, new Harry Styles.
Oh gosh.
New
everybody.
album coming out May 22nd.
Yep. Single came
Um,
out
It was a
last
banger.
Friday.
Last Friday? Yeah.
Yep.
2 Fridays ago? Who knows?
It
It was recently. We've been listening to it on repeat though.
Oh yeah.
And it's good.
Music
The
video's cool.
It's very interesting. I like it.
It's very hairy.
It is very hairy.
Very British.
Yeah, I definitely get the British vibes from
Yeah.
that one. And yeah, it's fun. I feel like the theme or vibe or whatever of this new album is going to be very, I want to say more like comforting and kind of soft,
Yeah.
just because it's Harry's house. I think is what it's called, right? And,
Okay. I didn't know.
And
what it's
so
called.
like the album is him in a house, but it's like upside down.
Okay.
So it's kind of homey feeling.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I think this will be one of those albums that the vinyl is going to be like very sought after in a couple of years. I just have that feeling. Like Fine Line, I don't think as much. At least for me, I wasn't a huge fan of Fine Line.
Fine Line was the one with the cover with his back. That was his first one.
That was the first one.
Yeah. That one was revolutionary.
Oh, 100%. No one knew really like what to expect.
Nothing. And then he dropped all those like almost like, I don't know.
It kind of like rock.
It
Lots of
was
rock,
almost like
pop, something.
Beatles met like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was
very
awesome.
much not one
We didn't know we
direction.
needed it, but we did.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite albums, I'd say. Fine Line, definitely he leans into pop more.
Yeah.
He's making songs that are going to be on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's less worried about that this time and just like making stuff.
It's for him.
Yeah, for him.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited for this album. I think it's going to be really good based off just the first single.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess we'll find out. I'm excited for what else is to come. We'll see, though. Maybe if he goes on tour, won't be impossible to see him. Who knows? Some other new stuff coming out. More in the electronic world. We got a new Odessa album coming out.
Ooh, okay.
I don't think the date. No, July 22nd. That was not for a while. They definitely are trying to get people excited because
they're already marketing for it.
Yeah, like 3-4 months out, and there's been singles out for like a month now. Which I've been a big fan of all of them so far. I think it'll be good. New Flume coming out. He just released, I think, 1 or 2 new singles. I honestly haven't given them a listen. But I know like that's another in kind of an electronic world, a big name.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. I need to give those a listen. And then back in kind of the pop world, new 5 Seconds of Summer album. That's coming. I don't think a date for that has been announced, but they've dropped 2 singles for that. Mm-hmm. And they just started a world tour with the band Camino, who is opening for them. Jeez. So that's pretty big for the band Camino, who's been on the rise for the past couple of years now.
Yeah, they're headlining their tour now.
Yeah.
Which then
they're a great live band.
Oh yeah. They're headlining their tour now, but they just finished up like an arena tour with Dan and Shay.
Another really big name.
And then they're going with 5 Seconds of Summer. But yeah, we're headed to their concert in 2 weeks.
Oh, can't wait.
Sheesh.
Probably by the time this thing comes out.
Last time, before I lived in Charlotte, I saw them in Charlotte. Oh, like 2 years ago, I think. That was their first tour they did.
Yeah.
It was gas.
Yeah, I saw them in DC on that tour. It was a very small venue.
Yeah.
It was very intimate.
Yeah, they were playing at Neighborhood here.
Yeah.
Which I kind of wish they were doing again.
I wish.
But they're not.
Their fame is the fall of us.
They're kind of blown
fans. Up. So sad for us. You love to see it, but
yeah,
it's not going to be the same,
Okay, moving onto that note, different band. Surfaces, which I know you don't really listen to much.
Yeah, they have some good songs, but...
Now, hot take, I don't like their new single at all. Not at all.
It's a shocker. I mean, coming from Alan, this is like...
I love Surfaces. Their sound is awesome. But so this is the first album that will be produced in a studio. All their other stuff has been produced like at their house.
I didn't know that.
So, and it definitely has like a studio sound. It's like, I feel mean if they watch this, but
it's all right. They probably
it's like you're a local band making fire music by yourself, and then a studio man with a suit comes in and is like, do you want $10 million? Grabs them, puts them in a studio, alters their voice, and they're like, hey, this doesn't sound like us. So like, shut up. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it feels like. His voice is like totally different.
Is it really?
I mean, I'm still here for it. I'm still going to listen to it. I'm still going to go see them live because that was the best concert I've ever seen live was their concert.
It's a bold statement.
But I'm still going to listen. I'm still support them. But it's like, you know, when you've been like you said, when you've been a fan for so long and then they're just blowing up and you're like, I was here in 2018.
You know? Promise me I like them.
And so that's my soapbox for that.
Yeah, that's fair. I think you definitely see that a lot in bands that kind of blow up. I feel like my hot take, band Camino, that kind of happened to them as well. I felt like
it did. Yeah.
And so I know a lot of people that liked them like in the early days, love their new stuff. I like it. I'm not as big of a fan as I was before, just because it is a little different. But I feel like another one of those bands where they got scooped up and their sound changed a lot.
Definitely. I'll agree with that. I still love their music.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Who else just thinking of some. I mean, that's kind of like Laney.
That 100%.
I mean, they're old like EPs.
I was thinking about this last night. Yeah, I was like, their EPs were fire. I loved every single one, and then their first album was just like, it was good.
What was their first album? The Rose one.
Yeah, Laney.
Yeah,
just
I mean,
the self-titled.
I'll still say Malibu Nights is my favorite album they've dropped.
Yeah,
which is post, them probably getting scooped up, but it was.
They definitely had to like change themselves and like figure out how to make their sound in a studio. Yeah, I think, because I would rate it like my topper. It would go Malibu Nights, and then GGBBXX, Mama's Boy, and then Laney.
I didn't love Mama's Boy. I don't think a lot of people liked it, but
I think that's another one of the ones that it came out during the pandemic.
Yeah,
and so like during that time, I was done with school. I was waiting to move here to Charlotte for like I had 3 or 4 months where I just wasn't doing anything, and so I would just like listen to that on walks and stuff. So it's very nostalgic to me.
It
so
is.
I like it a lot.
I think it's a great quarantine album.
It is.
It was, he was probably sitting at home doing nothing, thinking about getting his feels about family, and his life, and that's
it's definitely like going back to Paul's roots of like a little Oklahoma boy, Mama's Boy. But that definitely happened to Laney too, where their first album, it was still good. I loved it just because I loved Laney at the time.
Right.
But looking back on it, it definitely like it dipped from their EPs.
Yeah.
But
here we are. What are you gonna do?
They just have to learn.
Their shows are still gas.
They are. They're really good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them in a minute. Actually, I'm wearing my Laney hoodie. I didn't even realize it.
Knockoff Laney.
My knockoff Laney. It's not real merch, but I like to rep it.
Yeah, last time I saw them was Malibu Nights, which was second best concert I've been to.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
The Malibu Nights tour.
Well, I had tickets to go see the GG one, but
GGBBXX.
I ended up not being able to go.
Yeah.
Sadly.
I didn't end up going. It was expensive. I was like, I'll set this one up.
Yeah.
I've seen them enough.
You got to catch them early.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to do that. This is an interesting thing that just got announced. 21 Pilots on Instagram said they did some recordings, like live recordings of some of their songs from the new album. And they are like remastering it, I guess you could say, for Dolby surround sound experience in theaters.
What?
So
it's like it'll be a concert?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
It'll be like the live concert, but they like remastered it for surround sound. So
that'll be kind of cool.
Yeah, that'll be coming out in a few months. Very interesting. I probably won't go see it just because that would just be odd. If I knew I was going to be the only one there, that'd be cool. But like,
yeah. I mean, everybody would just be sitting there singing.
It'd just be so weird.
I know.
Yeah. And I don't want to hear other people. We're in a theater. It's not even live. It's like, stop singing. Just experience it.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting. I just got their new album, or not their new album. I just got Vessel on vinyl.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So
classic.
That's like one of my favorite albums of all time. And so I was just laying there because I have it in my room, my record player, and I was just laying in bed listening to it. I was like, wow. This takes me back. It's got some bangers on there.
Now, what is your favorite vinyl you have, look-wise?
Look-wise?
Yeah, look-wise.
Arcade Fire, Everything Now.
What is it?
Just already know. So the vinyl itself is like this baby blue, like a really solid one too. It's not like translucent, right? Yeah. And so I really like that. But the marketing for it, so just the album cover is cool. It's like this neon light kind of in the mountains. If you know the 1975, they did that for their second album when they were doing the marketing for it. So it's very similar to that. And then inside, a lot of the time, people put like posters and stuff. They put what looks like it's like this big, maybe, I don't know, like a piece of paper sized, and it looks like it's from like a newspaper ad section. Okay. And so it looks like they're coupons and stuff. But it's all the songs. Like each one's themed for the song, good. So it's really cool.
That's cool.
And that's definitely one of my favorites. Really good album as well, but definitely like my favorite kind of branding I've seen for a vinyl. So I love the experience of vinyls, like opening it up, getting to see all what's inside, see what the vinyl actually looks like. It's a lot of fun.
That what's the band called? The vinyl you got me.
The Backseat Lovers.
Backseat Lovers. That's a cool vinyl.
Yeah.
That mint translucent green.
That's a nice one. I love that one.
Is it translucent? I think no.
Something like that.
It's kind of like a mix.
It's cool.
It's gas. Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah, I'm less impressed by colored vinyls at this point, just because
everybody does them.
Everyone does them, and sometimes they do them wrong. So like, if it'll just spin and like look wacky, but if it spins and it's like kind of symmetrical, I'm like, nice. Yeah, I like that. But not everyone does that. You know.
I mean, might have to cop the Ban Camino yellow translucent vinyl. That only available at the concert.
It looks very nice.
It looks pretty cool.
I think I'll cop. It'll be extra rare. Discogs will be
begging for it.
Literally. People will spend a lot of money for those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's kind of a lot of the new music that's sort of circulating right now. A lot of really good stuff coming out.
One thing is, I don't know if you saw this, but Olivia Rodrigo has a documentary on Disney Plus. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm intrigued. It's good.
I'm pretty sure it came out before it was on Disney Plus.
Okay.
Unless I'm thinking else.
It's been on there for a minute, but I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, this looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Worth a watch, though.
Which she just won Best New Artist.
She did. Congratulations.
The Grammys just happened as well.
And her music video won,
Did it? I didn't actually watch the Grammys.
I think the one for, the one where the house burns down.
I honestly don't watch a lot of music videos these days.
Oh, those honestly, that set of music videos she did for that album were the best. Yeah, they were amazing.
She went all out.
They were amazing.
I mean, she's a Disney girl. She's
you
got
have
some
to
money.
entertain, man. No, they were sick.
Really?
Yeah,
I need to go back and watch them.
They're cool.
I think that was a great album.
What they did was, so it's called Sour Prom, the album.
Okay.
And the music video was they would go together kind of. So it was it would start with her getting ready and then going to prom.
Interesting.
And then there's a random shot of her burning down a house and she's singing, which is cool.
I don't remember that. Maybe I didn't watch the whole thing. I gotta step it up.
I love watching music videos, but that one's been very cool. Yeah. Huh.
And I think Conan Gray's in there too at some point. There's some cameo appearances.
That's at the prom. Yeah. And also, speaking of music videos, going to Coin's new stuff is it's super cool. I follow the VFX, the CG artists that do that, and it's just crazy. I'm like, how do you even come up with this stuff? It's like some weird world they create. Right. And
it's cool.
It's awesome though.
It's very impressive.
But it fits the music. It fits that kind of quirky experimental.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Huh.
Big fan.
So the Grammys, they just happened.
They did just happen.
Album of the year was I don't remember the name of it, but it was by John Baptiste.
I
had never heard of him before.
Never heard of him.
Maybe we're just not cultured.
But
let me see. So the name of it was, I was gonna listen to it later today. I was trying to listen to it before this, but I didn't have time. It's called We Are. And I was looking at it on Spotify. The most played song had 10 million plays. So I feel like it has to be good.
Industry
if it's came out of nowhere. No one knows this guy.
I never heard of this. Do you guys know who he was? Oh. Well, we're just
Corinne
uncultured swine.
Apparently. Yeah, we're just sorry, I'll try better next time. I should have listened to this before the Grammys even happened. But yeah, so that was a bit of a surprise, a shock, you could say.
Sure.
I had to look it up. Yeah, I mean, there were some snubs, Billie Eilish didn't win anything.
Billie Eilish.
Which is, you got to get it together, girl. Nah, I was surprised by that just because of how big she is.
Yeah, that is.
I'm not gonna go to war for her because I'm not the biggest fan. She makes good stuff, but I was surprised. Olivia Rodrigo, people were predicting she was gonna win the big four of Song of the Year, Album of the Year, Best New Artist, and Record of the Year. I want to say there's a difference, something like that. But she only won one of them, or two of them maybe. One, Best New Artist. That was it. Dang, Olivia.
What?
She won 3. What else
did she win?
Best New Artist, Pop Vocalist.
Pop Vocalist.
Yeah. Best Pop Vocalist.
So she won Best New Artist.
So she didn't win the top 4, but she got 3, which is really solid.
Best New Artist, Pop Vocalist, and
some mystery award.
Yeah, I mean, good for her.
Yeah.
Excited for her next album, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm curious where she's gonna go after that, because that's something big to follow up.
It was best pop solo performance and
Best
pop vocal album.
pop solo performance,
Best pop solo performance, best pop vocal album, and
Which
best
is
new artist.
the best album that's pop and has vocals on
They
it.
get very specific here.
Yes, because you can win best pop with no vocals. I don't know any albums that
We
would
should
fall
just
into
make
that
a song and see
category,
if we can win a Grammy.
but we don't sing on it.
No, we
Pop
don't sing.
no vocal best album.
Yeah.
I used to make music, so
Oh, yeah. Let's play that track here.
a little "Where You Are" by Caleb Buchanan. Wrote that as a senior, maybe junior in college.
Out everywhere now.
Out
On all
everywhere
platforms.
for like 4 years now.
Merch on the website.
Yeah, I'll drop a new single if that hits 1 million plays.
If you guys give this 100 likes, Caleb will drop another archived song.
There's a lot of them, honestly. I keep them on my phone. It's sometimes I just show people. It's very embarrassing,
I like
honestly. I try not to. We could talk about TikTok and its influence on music.
TikTok. That is interesting. I think, yeah, there's obviously that big part in TikTok and with artists where they're like, I'm just making a song so it blows up on TikTok.
Literally. Yeah,
Which kind of sucks.
It's
but
kind of,
I
it's
get it.
changed the music industry
Yeah.
in lots of good ways
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of really bad ways, I think.
I mean, there's
'Cause-
new artists being found on
Yeah.
there, which is cool. But then
I
there's
feel like
also, people just
like,
planting songs
yeah.
to be on there.
There's a lot more industry plants, you
Mm.
could say,
Mhm.
which you can argue if that's good or bad. But as long as the song is good, like I don't care if
Yeah.
your parents are rich. But like,
But if your song sucks, you can just
yeah,
jump.
like tell your parents to spend their money somewhere else. But yeah, I mean, like people, their labels are just like forcing them to like push the algorithm and try and figure something out there, which is unfortunate, I think.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's also a lot of like one hit wonders. And so like an artist will have one good song and then you just never hear them again.
There's a lot of those on there.
There's a lot, which is, I think, okay.
Like if you can dance to it, sure, right?
Right. And I think it's a great way for people to grow their audience.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Like-
TikTok's huge for growing any like
Yeah.
creative audience.
I feel like at this point, TikTok's the easiest platform to get big on.
Oh, yeah.
Like Twitter, it kind of takes a minute. You really got to grind. if
Twitter's
you wanna
probably the
be on
hardest.
Twitter. Yeah. Instagram.
It's now is getting easier because of Reels.
Yeah. It's just adopting that.
But
Like keep swiping and find a random person.
yeah.
The algorithm, you could say. YouTube. I honestly don't know what the YouTube world is like these days.
Yeah.
But, it's where you can find this podcast if you want to see our
Yeah.
pretty faces.
Media diet.
Media. / LittleFieldUniversity.com.
.org.
YouTube.com/
Media diet.
Littlefield University.
Oh, we don't have our own channel.
Yeah. We just posted on the uni. No, studios. It's studios.
It's youtube.com / Littlefield Studios / media diet / Caleb / Alan.
/ music.
Yeah.
Because we could do plenty of these. Music's always
Music,
coming
movies, TV shows.
out. We do it all here at the Littlefield Studios
Yeah.
media diet subsector.
Well, there you guys have it. That has been this media diet.
Lots of new music.
New music videos, all that fun stuff. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Yep.
If you're on YouTube, give it a like, subscribe, hit
and
that bell icon.
A bell icon. Maybe
And if
even
you're-
comment what you've been
comment.
listening to recently.
Yeah, comment what you've been listening to. What's your favorite album right now?
At this moment. Not of all time. We don't care about all time. We care about right now.
Right
Because we're in the now.
Yep.
Trying to find new music, always.
Always. All right. We'll catch you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.